Hello, and welcome. This is Julie with the Jewel Design, and we're just playing today. I have the purple tattered digital out in front of me with words. Oh, you can't see my words. Ugh, I have all my words out of my jar. A bunch of my words. I was looking for a few that I felt might work. But yeah, I thought today we would, play. Got back to the purple tattered lookbook that we're doing here. I did get some of my coffee dyed papers in, which was great. I'm still waiting for a faux ribbon and a embroidered ornate ribbon. Well, call it a ribbon, but you know, that will look great with this on certain accent pieces. But I don't know when those are coming. I was in Etsy order, but I didn't pay attention. I think it said sometime this upcoming week, so I figured we could get started. And like, if hold on guys, I'm making sure all my things are off so we do not get disturbed this time. I ordered them, and I think they said between the 24th and the 27th or something. I don't know. You have to give me one thing, but that doesn't mean it actually happens. You know, we're business owners. We can only do what we can do. So, I don't remember where it came from. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I know my papers came from Godspeed that we're gonna play with a little bit today. Let's see. I know I'm a little bit in the shadows today, so we're gonna have to forgive me. It is warm out, and beginning of the week, it's still very warm. You guys see this near the end of the week, but anyway, Godspeed Creations is where I got a new set of coffee dyed stuff. So it was like 4 or 5 pages of different things, different sizes, different elements, which I love because I can't do it. So we got graph paper and line paper and all kinds of fun stuff. So we're gonna try to use that. Whether we get to that today or not, I don't know, but that's my deal. But I have ribbons that I want to work with, sheer and whatnot. We've got some washies that I threw together that are vintage. I have some tissue paper. I'm not sure. I pulled that. Oh, these are all my scraps for who knows what, right? So I was just sort of working on stuff today, putting things together. Oh yeah, I have more ribbon. I found more. I think this, and maybe this, and potentially of this is gonna be something on the cover. This is a combination of, I think, of things I want to use to make a cover for this. Really frilly, really layered. We're going to try to get a lot of texture in it, textile pieces in it, because I don't want to just another standard cover. Maybe use some of the tissue. But, I don't know. That one I don't know yet. That one I'm still waiting, because I'm trying to see how the rest of this is going to turn out. I took one of the pages. I was trying to make them bigger. I was trying to make them like this size, side by side, and my printer did something weird and made them really little. So it's an itty bitty journal card. But it made it actually really easy, because the second page, to cut them and tip them and make tiny little tags. Aren't those cute? Tiny little tags. Now this is a lot more shadow than I expected. Shoot. Alright, hold on guys. I did not want to have to turn on the big old lights, because I have my twinkle lights on, and I'm trying to keep it cool in the garage. It's not working. Oh well, hold on. It's one of those days. We're just sort of goofing around. So let me give a second. I'll try not to bump into you. I do have to turn the twinkle lights off. Not that you guys can see those. Those are for my own benefit. But I have to unplug the twinkle lights to plug in the canvas light. We'll keep it orangey, whatever. I can turn this down a little bit. There we go. So wait, it's just so we don't have the shadow. As much as I love my single light, yeah, I just don't want a lot. I'm just trying to, but still work it for you. Okay. So I have some words to play with today. We'll play with those. I've got this and that. My goal with this middle signature of this was the original ones that did not detach. They wrapped around the paper, but it means we also had extra fluff here. And when we were talking, we were debating, right? We figured we were going to try to put some extensions on certain pages out farther, and sort of work it out. Now I finally finished the pages. I had a huge tear, so I connected the two, glued them back to back to have that fun extension. And then, you know, there's all these other things. So some are short, like this last one ended up super short. Don't let me know how. No clue. It's like, man, but it's definitely different. So I just distressed this edge with a decal cutter, let it go off, let it have the, you know, oddball, which is great. We put it here before the middle signature. Middle signature is going to have its issue. We still got to put papers in between. So I definitely rearranged it, flipped it. This last one was blocking everything, so I think I ended up turning it upside down. No, it's still right side up. Okay, good. I had it up in the front here, and it blocked all this fun stuff, and I was like, well, that's so fun. So right now you have a lot of texture, a lot of different, which is great. So we have all kinds of fun things. Some are short, right? Some are really short, some are middle. So yeah, you get to have all these different things. So I want to get back to the original middle here and add another layer. I think we decided, or was that something else? I don't remember. I know we didn't want to do too much, like we didn't want to do inside or other side back to back. We wanted to do different things. So we want to add more layers, more things. I don't know, just rips and tears and fun and layers so that the middle signature is really decorated. And just sort of different, like, you know, it's going to be in the middle. We might as well. But I want to find ways to maybe enhance what was here. So like having this cream ribbon down the middle and whatever, you know, in a certain section just distilled. Oh, I like that. What, we can put it, flip it around there. I'm like, I just sort of want to take what's already here and sort of enhance it and just have those little moments where something is an extension of. I think that's what my biggest thing with this one is going to be, is just heightening what is, gotta use the right scissors, heightening what's already there. Alright, so hopefully you're all been watching and getting your notifications that you are caught up. We did our reveal for the new kit. We worked the book cover, so that got all done. I'm really stoked. See, it's all wrapped. So if you didn't watch that, you need to go back, but I got to do the cover and you got to see that. I did sew in the pages though. I decided that I had it about as good as I was going to get. I distressed it. I did the edges a little bit, distressed it just a little bit, and make sure that there wasn't very much white, and I just sewed it in. I decided, you know what, everything's going to come off these pages. So that's in. Whether or not I put that parchment paper edge on here, I haven't decided yet. But everything is sewn in. It's all here. Definitely down the middle. It's a little, I boofed, and I actually caught it. When I went to go put the string back in, I actually caught the middle of it. So it's a little bit bumpier than I like right there. But again, it's mine. So there we go. We've got a cute little cover. It's all done, set. It's got some layers, nice and soft, easy to write on, just decorative enough. And, you know, I'm really happy with it. So that was fun. If you want to know how I got to that point, that would have been Tuesday's video. Here we are on hopefully Thursday. For me, it is Monday. I had to swap some plans around, which was fine because today's the cooler of the 2 days, if you can imagine. Yeah. I don't know what else is doing, but geez, we are finally getting a rhythm of warm, and I'm not so sure I'm happy about that. Like, I'm not so happy about that. Okay, so we're going to enhance. Not only are we going to do some stuff on the outside, I think we're going to try to find ways to cover and tweak. And if I thought I could do it by hand quick enough, I wonder if we should do, like, I mean, I could glue the ruffle. No one says I have to sew the ruffle. Not that I can't. But let's see, 1, 2, and 3. I wonder if I can get it to sew. I wouldn't glue it. And do a little ruffle piece to enhance the purple here. It needs to stay there. I think it's where I'm going to put it too. I like that. I'm like, oh, I like it. Watch, I'm going to lose it in the process. Because I cannot, if I don't tuck that down, I can always tuck stuff underneath it. You know me, gosh. I always put exactly where I want it, and then I'm like, that doesn't stay. Let's see if we can do this. Ha. So how are we all doing? What are we up to? Are we staying cool? Are we staying dry? Are we hopefully not having anything crazy weather? I don't know if the fires have all calmed down or not. I know there was one up in Washington a couple weeks ago, 1 or 2 weeks ago. They were near my extended family. I was like, "Are we okay?" They're like, "Yeah. We're far enough away. We're all good." I'm like, "Okay." And then I know the Canada stuff. I have no clue. Truthfully, I didn't even know there was something big going on until someone brought it up. But hopefully the Canadian fires have calmed down. I don't know. I always worry. I feel so bad when I hear about fires. I'm just like, not that California has not had their horde of issues. We are known for all of our... Now, here's the fun part. I always cut this backwards. Do I want to do it? Oh, yeah, I always cut it backwards. Always, always, always. I need to cut it inward, right? I always cut it outward. I don't know. That did it right. Okay, good. I'm like, or right enough, right? I make it fold it back one more time, but I think what we'll do is we'll find something clustery there. Maybe we put one of the words there. Ooh, trims. That's what it works. Oh, trims and rickrack and majestic and beautiful, vintage things that I feel that work for this. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Now I'm wondering if I need to do that over here too. So we're on the fly today, people. We are definitely like, what do I want to do? How do I want to do this? Oh, but yeah, what are we, how are we all doing? What are we doing? How are we doing? Are we crafting to our heart's content? Are we staying in the house and trying to stay cool? Are we like, nope, can't be in the workspace, doesn't work, no good AC? A couple of us are in that ballpark where we are either stuck to the elements. I'm going to go up a little bit and have that extend, but it is definitely blah. Ooh, now I do have some gold rickrack or trim. But let's see. How many presses do I have? I just realized I have a number of washi thingy, not washi, wax seals, but I think they're all Christmas. I'm like, I think both of them are Christmas. Nope, wait, I might have one floral. Oh, wait, do I have a floral wax seal? Let's see, what did I end up with? Oh, I do have a floral wax seal. Ooh, alright. I don't know. I think it came with a weird gold. It's supposed to be gold, I think. That's really yellowy, though. I can take my chances with it and always ornate it. Of course, I have to have something to burn that with, but, yeah, no. I'm like, I need a... Yeah, those are those you're supposed to melt them as you go, and I'm like, yeah, I may do that off camera, but maybe a little wax seal up here might be cute. Get it just enough in there to have a... Oh, I like that idea. Alright, well, I'll have to do that off camera or do it on a reel or something. But okay, we need to put something up here because you can't just leave it like that. Like I said, I have this pretty trim coming, but alright, now I don't want to go too matchy. I just got to decide if I want to go left or right. I think I'll go back on the back side and add layers here. That way, if I needed to, I have one up here, not too far from it. This one's the other thick one that if I was going to add something, it'd be more on this side, so that we can offset the fact that I'm putting something over here. Like, we want to not have it on outside and outside, but they're so close. I know, that's such a problem. I don't know how much paper I'm putting in the middle of this. I don't know, being the middle of the signature. It's supposed to be the middle of the signature, so adding paper in the middle sort of defeats that. So maybe not. Alright, let's see. I want to... it's a little brighter than I'd like, but... why not? So it's really not much a how-to today. It is really just a let's play with different textures and see what comes of it. Pretty much. It's going to be what goes on one side. It's going to have an edge, a piece of something on the other. Because I just feel like we need to not keep it rough, but I do have a very ornate... I mean, this is paint. This is technically paint that's been peeled back and showing a wallpaper underneath, and that's what this page looks like. So I feel, I guess, there's a lot of these that have sort of that feel, and I guess I did want it to sort of stick out, but maybe it's not going to, or that's too perfect, and I need something a little bit more or less. Here's my hard part where I go, I don't know. And these are also the pages that are perfect. These are the ones that are barely deckled by Tim Holtz thing and nothing else. So I definitely feel like we need the layering. But this is tissue paper that doesn't have, well, it has something on the back. Like there is a little bit of something. So maybe, ooh, you flip it over. I like that. I know, I wasn't going to mirror it, but I feel like, well, hold on a sec. Do that one there. I guess we're doing this more than one side. I thought, what if we... I like that back side a lot. I didn't technically keep this up off the ground, but a lot of these were supposed to be perfectly glued down. But they are glitter. They are just glued down with the, what do you want to call it? So it's not that hard. Alright, so that's good. That's a little perfect. I don't like the perfect top and bottom edge of the tissue paper. There we go. I want to, when you look at it, you sort of see this cool antique version of the gold on the back. The back's actually really cool. And then if I decide to, I can always put some stuff. And then, if I did this right, yeah, you don't see that gold at all. Which you don't have to, maybe just from the outside, maybe from a different perspective, you get to see that. Here, what if I can always slit it to get it to go back. We can do that. I always put a slit here and get it to go underneath. But let's just, I don't know, I still want something over there. I like how it's like a gold edge, just so you can see. Okay. I'm like, please tell me I did not just do anything out of pocket. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can do this where I don't lose it, because it's right where I want it to be, of course. No, we're gonna leave it. I was gonna not do it up and over the top, but I sort of like it. I have a hard time making things not perfect. It is a real pet peeve of mine. I have a hard time. Which I know journaling and some of the junk journaling is supposed to be just to throw it together, you know, imperfect, whatever. And I'm like, no, it has to match. It has to have a reason. Ugh, terrible. I'm terrible. And I know it. I totally know it. I'm very much aware. I'm learning. I'm trying not to think too much about it. I like the word trim, and I wanted to put that dough in distressed. So let's just tear the edges a little bit. That part I do love. I do love tearing. I do love the antique part, like that part I don't mind. That part I do like. Feels a little weird when things aren't torn and things aren't like inked and distressed. I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I have to have it that way. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Aging it before I would get there, right? I'll put that there because it does just sort of end. I don't mind it over here. The purple does its thing, but I'm gonna have to find some. I don't think I have any more gold. I don't have gold. I don't use gold very often. And then when I do, I think I finished it on one of my last Christmas things. And I was like, ew, I don't have any more gold. Like half beads type of thing. I do have some sparkly, but it's really not. I don't want the yellow, and I don't. My purple really isn't purple. Okay, that's not gonna work for this one. And I think I have some. Ooh, wait. I might have something. I never know what I have. Aha. Oh no, those are silver and glitter. But I thought I had some of these guys. I think they're on my other side. Black, white. Oh, well, no. They're dark. I could almost hide them underneath something. So I was trying to see. I have these little brackety things, but they're more black than, like, off black. These are all rhinestones, which is not a bad thing, but they are silver or pewter, and they're not gold. And this is definitely a gold kit, or at least an antique. And which is so rare for me because I don't do things antique, right? I mean, I don't do a lot of things gold. I love this. This I do love. This is great. This I have to remember and leave it out because that is for sure on the front cover. Oh my gosh. I will try to remember ahead of time for once. But what I could do, of course I just glued all that down, didn't I? I was like, I could put something in here and hide it. Oh, but I could hide it back there. I always forget to do these things. I never remember. And, so that I can never hide them. Like, I don't really want to see, not all the way through. Come on, all the way through. I don't always want to see the brackets on the back, right? We don't ever want to see this part. And sometimes you can hide them, and sometimes you can't. It'd be nice if I could have something dangling off that, but I don't think I have anything. Let's see. Oh, maybe we could. Of course I do this. I'm botching it up left and right. What do we have? We have Dream. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I had something that maybe I could hang from there. Live, Faith. Could just do, I don't know. I have much bigger ones, but these are definitely, they could work, but not great. And my wrong colors. I'm looking to see what we have. Again, silver. And lately I've not been doing silver. Tiny little keys, but they're going to be too wide. Who knew I was going to take the time to do this? See, this is all my antique stuff. And so I was like, well, I definitely need more. I'm like, I definitely need more stuff. I don't want to do the whole handmade thing, but I thought it would sort of been fun to do something off that. But right now, I just think I just want the look. I just want something there. And as long as I don't glue anything down too much. Sort of looks like it's all nailed in there. We're going to leave it. Ooh, it does show, doesn't it? Let's see, can I turn it at all carefully without ripping everything out completely? I mean, once I know for sure it's good, I will glue that down. But we haven't decided. Now I think we can do this here, and I could do the rack that's coming. So I did get faux ribbon to help maybe enhance, to glue down to help strengthen these pages. We're gonna do the glue on the top. I want to do something here, but until I do, once I just do that. If I do that and that, it's a lot of gold on gold. It's a yellow. That's sort of a yellow. I'll have to see how that actually lays out when I'm done. As usual, I'm thinking after the fact. Oh well. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to wait to see how that turns out to see if I need that to help offset it. So, well, it's gonna go here, sort of. Because I have really large. Well, it's really pretty though. Pretty, but a little bright. My girls made me last summer some cute ones. So I had the rose and the silver heart. I'm like, oh, which I hate to get rid of. Like, I hate to give that away. But if it blended beautifully, I'd be all over it. But that one's a little bright. That didn't quite work. That one's maybe on a lighter page like this, it would be actually really cute. So I hate to get rid of it, but now we'll see how the gold one turns out. Maybe my gold and my flowers will take care of the issue. Okay. Okay, so we have bits and pieces as usual. Alright, so we're sort of getting somewhere. And let's go back to this other page so I don't lose it. I did like the idea of this one sticking out a little bit and hanging out underneath this one since it had some extra oomph. And it's not sticking anyway, so that is something I have to keep an eye on. If these start popping off pretty easy, I'm going to have to re-glue them down, which is what I always tell you. I do start with our, you know, just the stick because it's a lot quicker, and then, you know, follow up from there. Now, I am using fabric tack just because it is paper and craft paper and, you know, and then tissue. So I'm like, yeah, we need sort of a reinforcement here that we're not utilizing just one. And man, am I getting warm. Sorry. I was looking to see how much heat was coming off that thing. I feel like it's warm. I don't know if we can even get it to stay. I was like, can I distress? It is tissue and it's not, it's flimsy. So trying to distress it. Yeah, really. Okay. We aren't going to mess with it. We are going to start gluing though. We're going to start gluing some stuff down because I'm like, I don't feel like it being too flimsy and I don't want it too all over the place. Okay, so we have a little detail there, which brighter gold would have been cool here actually because it is more of this in the middle, but that's okay. Why not? I'm going to leave it though. I think we're going to put something, we may put a piece of something right here underneath. Let's see something here. Wasn't what I expected to do over here, but if I flip that around, can I, or do I put a little something under here? I like tucking stuff under, but maybe we'll tuck it over. No, I feel like these ruffles. I feel like I need to go make a bunch of ribbon ruffles real quick. Just little ones, like we did on the top, just to give it continued oomph. Which maybe that's what this needs. I don't know. But this one's definitely thicker, so it's a little bit more obvious that it's doing that. If it doesn't go right, you know. So maybe we'll tuck it under a little bit underneath the wax seal. So maybe that. I know I cut it here on purpose. I left it here because I was like, oh, look, it sort of fills. But we'll see. Who knows? Okay, so not exactly what all I was hoping or expecting, but you know me, I'm afraid to do too much of anything. But trying to see where the next page has a huge cluster or space. Like this one sticks out far here, but not so much down here. So what do we have? We go... not much. You can barely tell that one's there. You really can't tell that the gold one's there until you see it sideways. If you see it sideways a little bit, you can tell there's some things. So it's really going to be more of a surprise as you flip through the pages that you get to see something. This isn't all I have, but this one does have that feel like this top corner, because it is so wide, could be really pretty as you know, something properly, you know, done up. Even if it is like helter-skelter, I sort of like the idea. But let's cut the bottom correctly so that I have the proper ribbon that I want. Well, not perfect. It's never perfect. I cannot cut those perfect. Alright, let's do a little bit of gluing and clipping and seeing what we get. Do you like the contrast of the lighter color? Ooh, do I want to put the purple with that though? Because this is really a pale piece. So what if... there's the end. I'm like, where's my end? The end is sort of reversed, which is sort of cool actually. So let's see if we can make that a little bit more prominent. Since I didn't do a very deep cut to begin with the first time. Let's see if we can... there we go. And a little more pointy. So, are we watching anything fun? Are we doing anything unusual? Have we... I don't know. I'm waiting for... am I out of camera? Not too much. I'm just doing a light smear down the middle of the two, of the cream, so that I can put the purple on top and sort of keep it in place. Because I know that if I try to fold all this and try to glue it at the same time, it's not going to stay in place and I'm going to have a very big mess. I mean, yeah, a little unusual is good, but yeah, I'm randomly going through old movies lately. Personally, I watched the Jason Bourne 4 or 5, I think the 4. I didn't watch the Legacy because, I mean, though I love Jeremy Renner, we didn't know him at the time. The 4th one is, of course, not really Matt Damon, which is fine, but I didn't feel like renting it when I owned the other ones, and I was like, now I know why we were missing a movie, but, yeah, I went through that phase, which was good, but by the last one, I was like, same old, come on. But it is sort of finish off the season, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I guess there's rumors that there may be a new reboot on that one since it's been 7 years. I just realized the last one came up in 2016, and here it is, 7 years later. And there was rumors that Henry McKelvin, I don't know who it is, who plays Superman and Witcher on Netflix, could go in there. I think they're looking at him as James Bond also, though, so I don't know how many he can handle. How many series and or movies he wants to do all at once. Or movies, I guess, because I think he's finishing Witcher this season, so I'm waiting for that. I know the last 3 episodes show up the end of this week, I think, which I'm really stoked, because I know the first 5 came out, and I was like, I'm not waiting forever for like the rest of the volume to come out, and so I was like, I'll just wait. I'll just hit all 8 at the same time. I'm good with that. How's that? Well, that's really pretty. Again, I feel like things need to be up here at the top, and that's going to be my only... See, now I can do the purple. Oh, I know what I can do with that one then. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. So anyway, I'm watching old movies. I watched the Bourne ones because I owned all 4 out of the 5, and I was like, okay, well, that works for me. And then, come on. And then an old, Meet Joe Black, and Titanic finally came up where I didn't have to pay for it. When it first came out, back out in movie theaters, they were charging on one of my stream episodes things, and I was like, no, I am not paying to watch Titanic again. I own it, but it's in VHS. I own the VHS of Titanic. I guess I should probably buy the Blu-ray for it, so I can just have it. And even then, by the time the girls may or ever want to watch that, the Blu-rays will be non-existent. But But yeah, so I'm waiting for Witcher. Witcher's the end of the week, and I can watch all of that. That's his last season with that one. Henry's, that's his last season on Witcher. And then Liam is going to take over. They're going to, pick up the story of a different Witcher, and we'll see how that goes. But then, I don't know if Henry, McKill, Calvin, whatever it is, Mr. Witcher there, if he, or Mr. Superman first and foremost, I think, he's rumored to do James Bond, and possibly maybe I was reading something about a redo on the Bourne series, like another. I mean, they keep, every time they did another Jason Bourne movie, it was another layer of the same program was being, revamped, redone, shut down, reopened. It was the same thing over and over. That was getting a little old, but I thought that was sort of funny. But, so I'm just sort of curious about all of those. And then, I love James Bond. And see, I do have this, but I didn't want to use all of it. But a little bit, I think, right down the middle to hide the glue would be gorgeous. So we're going to do that. I just don't know whether to go off the page or stop. Yeah, a little bit of both. Of course I love Sean Connery. When I knew Sean Connery mostly for James Bond. And then I watched Brosnan and some of the others all come up, and it was okay. But me and my husband fell in love with Craig. Is it David Craig? Is that the right name? Or Craig? Yeah. Who did the last 4 or 5, adored him. I know he's broody and serious, but it worked. We loved him in this James Bond movie. So I was heartbroken on the last one. It was so hard to watch the end of that one. I came out a little sad because they didn't just let him ride off to the sunset. They freaking killed him. There's no returning from that. None whatsoever. I think there's a chance you could think he may have jumped off the roof or whatever, but sorry if I just spoiled the crap out of that. But if you've been watching the past James Bonds, Skyfall and the rest of them, Quantum, and I don't know what else, in the more recent, in the past 20 years, the past 10, I guess. I guess 10 to 15, he's been at it. See, I love that. Actually, it looks really pretty. And so that way, if that happens to show, again, not really, but if you catch it at a glance, there's something there. All right, so we're just going to utilize what's there. Color-wise, it's light, it's pretty, it's pastel. We're just going to do things like that through it, I guess. I don't know what else to do. I have a tendency of doing this side, so I got to make sure I either get, like here, where I get over here, which is what I haven't done yet. I'm not really getting over to one side. Yeah, this is going to be, what's going to irritate me is that everything's coming up off the... Glue stick does not last long. I don't know what the deal is with that. Anything that isn't perfectly flat and stays perfectly flat does not stay glued down. Which, okay, we're just going to keep touching those up. As I'm sure I haven't tucked anything under, then I get to redo it. So yeah, I can't wait to see who's the next James Bond and if they can, live up to the hype. Because truthfully, I mean, come on. There's a point. I want to work on this. I guess I could for a second pause and get something going. So there you go. Got my paper. Gotta have some kind of wax paper. All right, people, hold on 1 second. I'm actually gonna go find something to melt this. Who knew? It's playing with fire episode. No, this is the only way to do these that I'm aware of. I know, this is going to make everybody... Well, let me turn the fan off. That would probably be a good idea. Let's not have the fan going. Oh, no. Okay, I was like... We had to do this a couple years back. I wanted wax seals for our Christmas cards. And so I had the girls help me, but they were all like... I wanted to get the cute... Ooh, you stayed on fire. That's interesting. Maybe I don't need to do that much. Careful. What I don't care for is if there's any dirt on them, they're burning. Like, the color. I mean, it would give sort of an interesting feel since I want... Come on. I'm sort of mixing it in to see if I can remove some of that. I don't think it's dust, but then again, it could have been. I didn't think about that. I just think it got really hot, and so I let it up. This was the only way we could do them at the time. Warm and weird. Okay. The end of my thing is really red. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The only way we could do it was you had to sort of use like a wax. We were using a little pocket like lighter, and so we're gonna do this. We'll see what happens. Yeah, what I do like, what I didn't even think about, was now that I have a drop. I don't know if I can even get a drop off. Nope, it already. I might be able to put a drop on that other page. We'll see. Put the trim on once. I don't know about that. Ooh, there we go. It's cute. It's messy. It's still very warm. Oh, it burnt through when it did the thing. When it did its thing. So this wax paper is not waxy enough. The edges are coming off, which I didn't really like that, so I guess. Trial and error. Alright, let's get something that's almost flat. I need one of my, oh, she has my, oh, my daughter has my, nope. Burnt through. The sticker sheet paper is not, I needed the other side that wasn't so sticky. That was more sticker paper. Nope. Alright, well maybe I'm cutting off the wax paper and gluing it down. I guess I could have done it right on there, but my luck, like you just saw me do, I lit the thing up on fire. Yeah, no, it burnt to it. Okay, well that doesn't work. Okay, that wax paper is toast. Okay, I like the flower, but not anything else. All right, what else can we do here? Trial and error. Who knew? We're having a little fun today. Yeah, normally I have just a little thing and it's warm. I really shouldn't be doing anything with heat. I want it. I don't want the big old thing though. And I'm afraid if I put it right on the paper and I burn it again, I'm toast. I was hoping to pull it off and glue it back down. I wanted to just plop it right there, but I was stuck with it if I didn't like it. I would have preferred to make it and glue it down and do something with it. So that is for sure. I do have wax paper though. I'm like, I have wax paper. I even might have a small piece of wax paper. I had a small piece of wax paper. Why do you love that when you have something and you're like, okay, and then you rearrange everything you were doing. There we go. I'm like, there, small piece of wax paper. Let's try the actual wax paper. Maybe not quite as much because I don't need to have a perfect spot. I just need to have enough of one. Yeah, I'm back to okay. Don't need a lot. I don't even want to like burn it. I just want to get enough. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's so warm. Why it's so dark. Of course, whatever you. Yeah, but these are supposed to be like just burn whatever. I was thinking about getting the whole little beads and put it in the little warming pot, and oh my gosh, there was like $100 or $200 for it. It was not cheap, and I was like, no, not for potentially maybe a one-time deal, for one Christmas deal, not one Christmas, one Christmas deal. I'm gonna put a little dot here. I don't know why. I want a little dot of whatever, and maybe I'll put glitter in it. Okay, then this, we're just gonna sort of plop just long enough to, I'm not pushing it down all the way hard either because I don't want it so thin that I'm probably trimming off the edges because I don't know if I want that really off. Whatever. Alright, so I'm putting my where it's not going to burn anything. I can trim one of these off and put underneath if I want more layers on that too. So I got some ideas. We're just playing. We really are playing. Oh my gosh, right? There we go. It is dark, but you know what? I might just go over it then with some antique. Let's see. Yeah, that was a little warm where I put that, but everything's. So it's a little yellow, but if we do some antiquing over it, once I know it's cool. There we go. Let's see. Little wax seal play. Why not? Let's go across the top. Doesn't really go across the top. I think that's why we use certain wax. Not so much. I mean, that does help though. It does help knock down some of the yellow. And I have a bronze or a gold. Actually, gold. What's the word? Sparkly. Not sparkly. What's it? Sharpie. I have bronze. I have gold. Bronze might be too much. Gold. Let's see if gold even picks up. Watch my... Yeah, there we go, a little bit. It helps enhance it a little bit. So it's not so... It's a little darker so you can see it. I don't know if it's warm and... Oh, it works. I'm like, well, let's see. Sharpies or something, right? Wait for some more oomph. Yeah, we need... Oh, my gold one must be dying. Because I'm like, the bronze one works beautiful. Okay. Or the gold's on gold, so how do you know, right? Even though it is a little wacky. That's much better. Okay, yeah, that paper I was using was just... It was paper. It wasn't, I didn't have the right side. And even then, I'm noticing it still sticks. But we can make sure the paper's off. And we can make sure it's like no one can see the paper part. There we go. What do we think? Who knows, right? Gosh, who knows? I could do all kinds of silly things and not know about anything. And that's the fun. I really was just goofing around today and wanted you to come along. I love this, and I'm wondering if I should... Since I just pulled out the... Look what I pulled out. Look what I want to do. Alright. I've got my little more ornate. And I'm going to just where the ribbon is. We're going to sort of print up on the ribbon. I'm grabbing the gold. Don't want it on the paper, but I do want it. Not as clean, but it gives some texture on that. I wonder if the washi might be bleeding. Doesn't mean we can't keep adding layers. There's nothing that says this has to be perfect. And we can't just keep going with it. Quit moving. Little mixed media, little play. Not bad, actually. I'm like, it's actually growing on me as I'm finally figuring out the rhythm. Yeah, that's my problem, is keeping it in place. I don't want to press too hard, because I don't want it to bleed through too badly. Just in case. See, that one moved, and so it smeared a little bit. Yeah, I went through, but you know what? It just looks like splotches in the back. I love that. Okay, we can do that. Now, if I feel it's too harsh, I do have a cream shear to help. Ooh, I found gold. Can cut something off to like as another layer to lighten it up or reduce it, or that's a really pretty gold. I'm gonna need that for the front cover. Never mind, that's going into my pile of texture. I'm like, nope, that's my texture pile. That's going over there. Oh, I love when I can gather stuff forever, but that doesn't mean I know I have a clear vision of what I'm doing. I just have materials for it, which is how my purple journal is. I have the materials for it. Do I have anything else going for it? No, of course not. All right, but we do need something over that. It does need to come down or break up or not make it so obvious, or I don't want to put more beige. Let's not do that. But I thought I had a cream. I have a pink, but there's no pink in this, so let's not do that. I thought I had. Sorry, guys. I'm off to the side, and you're staring at the same thing, but... Green, pink. I thought I had a cream one like this. Because for a while there, everything was more... Well, yeah, I could do that, but I get tired of that one. That was a little... I love it. It's my go-to, but it is a little on the nose or off, or... I think I just have a light one. Do I have a white one? I have a white one, which does reduce it a little bit, but doesn't really make a huge difference. Just sort of softens it. Maybe the pink would work as a different color tone. I had to play with it, didn't I? Well, shoot. Not that I cared heavily. I mean, I could put the purple over, I guess, and that would keep to that tone. Purple. I had purple. Hold on, there's something else I had that was purple based that I pulled. I think I can pull the lavender from that side. And, yeah, because there's a lot here, and I keep forgetting where it all is. I had a purple stripe. I always keep carrying stuff around, and then I can't find it later when I need it. Hold on, I just saw one. There it is. Oh, no, it's dark. But, oh, that's really bright. Nope, not on that one. Though, well, if it was more lavender, I could put that over it. It's just turning out to look a little more, Alright, well, what if... Okay, so then the other question is, do we break it up even more now that it's getting stiff from the Sharpie? Is that funny? What if we did that? And I, you know, if I broke it up a little bit and kept to the ribbon feel, we could do it that way. Yep, I know, but that looks... I like it, but I don't. I like the idea of it, I really do, but not here, not on that. That's become a scrap. That is going somewhere else, for sure. And that's going here. I feel something needs to hang from that, because just sitting there now in the middle makes no sense. Do I go back to what I was doing and try again? And we can bunch it up. Haphazardly. I know, not even. Well, this has been a day of just goofing around with ribbon, a little wax seals, trying to decorate. There definitely get more done, I guess, when I plan it. Jeez, I'm trying to do this backwards. Let's see if I can do it with my left, see if it'll even cut. Being that they're right-handed scissors, I don't know. Good, okay. Sometimes when you don't do it right, like your scissors don't matter, that, you have to... My head's no way. There we go. Come on. This is what happens when I'm trying to do things. And I'm getting stuff all over the place here. And what? A tiny little cut. And it really doesn't want to do it for me. And these will not cut. Alright, well. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. We are playing with the ribbons today. We are just trying to do a little decor. Trying to work on something and sharing the progress along the way. But I will probably get off and have all kinds of luck and run through it super fast. And you'll be wondering, like, why did it take you so long, honey? Because that's what happens. I'm on camera and everything takes forever. Because I'm trying to show and I'm, you know, I have to work my way through it and I'm thinking and not always a good thing when you have to think your way through it. But if I get going and make some kind of progress, I guess I'll have to get back on. Ooh, bug. Yeah, there's a bug. I'm like, wait, there's a bug. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit here. I hope you're all having a wonderful time, though, that you are enjoying your summer and that things are going well for you and you're being crafty and creative and inspired. And you get to maybe inspire someone else along the way because we all need to do so. We all should try to find inspiration, be inspiration, because, gosh, the world is crazy enough. So, love you all. Thank you so much for liking, watching, commenting, notifications, subscribing. Slowly growing, hopefully to continue with my crazy antics, and you'll keep joining along. Well, it's not so bad. Might have to trim some of that down. I'm, like I said, imperfection, right? I cannot help myself. I don't mind some of it, but I really wanted a somewhat round. That's a little bit better. I didn't like on all sides. I can do that. Okay. Well, that I like because it has a purpose. All right. I can go for crazy as long as it feels like a reason behind it. Does that make any sense? Does anybody else go through that? Where you can deal with the crazy as long as it feels like it's a rational crazy? Like the craziness has a purpose. There's a rationalization behind that crazy. Does that make any sense to anyone else? And no, I'm not doing the ribbon. I promise. I keep putting my head in there. I promise I'm not doing the ribbon. I know better. I just put my hands on this so many times. I feel like it has constantly, and of course it's not staying glued down right now because come on. Keep forgetting the glue does take a little longer. Okay. A little yellow, you know, but I put a little dot over here for the heck of it. Brings it across. Trying to get that there. I need beads. I don't know if pearls would even show on that. I wonder if a string of pearls would give us that little bit of... I feel like they need to be gold ones, and I don't have gold ones. And now I'm like, I cannot go buy gold ones just for this. Because see, I had a bunch of these in different sizes, and these are silver. My gold ones are all gone. And I do not have a row of gold, anything else. I'm not big on gold, so I have a hard time on occasion doing anything vintage, because vintage requires, you know, antique and gold. And, I know I have stuff. I really do. I bet you I have what I need. I just don't know where it is. Or realize that's what I have. Yep, brown, silver, red. I'm looking. Oh well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll let you go. It is 15 minutes. We are goofing around. You know, we're playing. We're trying to decorate our lookbook. And start adding some new layers to this. I will have the coffee dyed papers folded unusually here pretty soon to add in. Let's put a word down here. Maybe we'll do beautiful. I like this. Maybe we'll cut it just right and we'll have it centered there. Yep. We're getting there. We're finding things to do because we need to do something. I'll find it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. So yes, we are working on things. We have some fun, goofing around with the tattered purple as we go along, showing you what's up, playing with the wax seal to see if we could get that to work. Which we did. We finally got it to do its thing. It's a little yellow, but that's okay. I don't have any more of the other gold. And then, you know, we're playing the ribbons, and we did do stenciling, right, with a Sharpie on a piece of satin ribbon to see what it would do. And I see, you know, a cluster in a corner or something potential in one of my other books. I like the idea. If I could get it right and it didn't smear, it's actually sort of cool. So, cool idea. Just need to perfect that one. But there you go. With a little bit of a lighter hand, and maybe even a thinner Sharpie. That could be a really fun thing to play with. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.